What is up, guys? It's week 6. Week 6. We made it. Another football Sunday. Just getting live on TikTok as well. Start putting your questions in the chat. We're getting to it. We're going to get right to it today. Running a little bit behind schedule, but what do we got? We got some good games today. Can you tell me how the hell is Bills Chiefs not a primetime game? Like what was the NFL thinking? Did they not watch that playoff game last year? That game should have been Sunday night. All eyes on that game. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Diggs, Kelsey. Like, what were they thinking? Instead, we get Cowboys, Eagles, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. But when you have the choice of Cowboys and Eagles or Bills and Chiefs to put on primetime, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, whatever. We'll get to the questions. I'm sure I'll find something else to rant about. Taysom Hill or Tyler Higbee? I'm definitely going Tyler Higbee. Tyler Higbee has been consistently getting targets in that offense, while Taysom Hill is just, he could give you a big week like he did last week, or he could give you absolutely nothing. Now, he's probably not going to give you nothing, considering that, Michael Thomas is out, Jarvis Landry is out, Chris Olave is out. So Taysom Hill is going to be involved, but Tyler Higbee has a much more reliable role in his offense than a Taysom Hill. Jalen Hurts or Tom Brady? It's always going to be Jalen Hurts. Stafford or Cousins? We got to go Cousins. Stafford, I mean, unless you really need to start him, he's sitting on your bench for the time being. Henderson or Najee? I'm still going to go Najee here. Because it's not like, I mean, I know Henderson's going to have that full role in that Rams backfield with Akers. Who the fuck knows what's going on with Akers? But it's not like they've been productive, either Akers or Henderson, out of that backfield. So what makes you think Henderson doing it all by himself is going to be super productive? I'm not ready for that yet. They have a lot of improvements to do on that offense and that offensive line before I can throw Darrell Henderson in there as a quality RB2 start. With that said, Najee's not the greatest start either. They're both fringe RB2s. Travis Etienne or Jeff Wilson? We're going to go with Jeff Wilson, but Travis Etienne is ascending. We talked about Breece Hall last week as somebody who is ascending. This week is Travis Etienne. He is on his way to the top. Not quite to the Breece Hall level, but he's taken over that backfield. With that said, Jeff Wilson already has a hold of that backfield. We're going to go Jeff Wilson. Godwin or Higgins? These are both injury risks. Godwin went out and played a half a game last week. T. Higgins played about 2 possessions before he went to the sideline. Both are playing. Both are active. Both are ready to go, supposedly. But I'm going to go Higgins. If we got to just trust that if he's going to play, he's going to play. This guy's after Gronk or AB? Yeah, let's go Gronk. McKenzie or Lazard in the flex? I'm going to go Allen Lazard. Christian Kirk or Deontay in the flex? I'm going to go Christian Kirk. He's had a couple down weeks, but I'm going to go right back to Christian Kirk. Eno Benjamin or Kenneth Walker? I'm going to go Walker with this one. But they are close. They are close at both probably mid RB2s, mid-range RB2s. Yeah, actually have them ranked back to back. I have Kenneth Walker as my RB15, Eno Benjamin as RB16. That could be a sneaky fun game. Seahawks, Cardinals. We'll see. Deion Jackson or Rondale Moore in the flex. I mean, Jackson's going to be splitting with Phillip Lindsay. He is explosive, though. We kind of like Jackson. And Rondale Moore's had a nice little role. I could just see him. He could go 5 for 65 and a rushing touchdown, or he could go 3 for 23 and negative 6 yards rushing. But I guess we could say the same about Deion Jackson. Give me Rondale Moore. Give me Rondale Moore. We'll throw the dice on Rondale Moore. I had another question here. I missed it. DJ Moore, Rondale Moore, Travis Etienne, or Romeo Dobbs. Pick 2. We're going to go Etienne, and we're going to go Dobbs. Give me Etienne and Dobbs. Someone's asking Geno Smith or Justin Herbert. Who would have thought before the season that was a legitimate question? Who would have thought coming into the season? Nobody. But it is. I have them 2 spots apart with the edge going to Justin Herbert. But Geno Smith could outscore him. I would not be surprised. But I'm still going Herbert, slight edge. But it's kind of a toss-up between those two. Who would have thought? Jacoby Myers or T. Higgins? We're going to go T. Higgins. I guess we have to trust T. Higgins with the ankle. We have to trust him, I guess. We have to. But if you want to play it safe and go Myers, I mean, he's got his own injury issues he's working on. I'm fine with it. But if it were me, I'm rolling out T. Higgins. T. Higgins or DJ Moore, same thing. We're going T. Higgins there. Mostert or Drake London? Give me Raheem Mostert. Singletary or Jacoby Myers in the flex in a PPR league. I'm going to go Devin Singletary for this one. He seems to rise in his usage and just being on the field, the snap shares and everything in these competitive games that the Bills are having. When they're blowing teams out, they kind of just say, we're going to rest Devin Singletary. We're going to play some Zach Moss. We're going to play some James Cook. But it seems like in these close competitive games, these high-scoring games, Devin Singletary's out there. So I expect Singletary to have a significant role today, this afternoon, against the Chiefs. High-scoring game, lots of points. I'm going to go with Singletary there. Goddard or Everett? We're going to go Dallas Goddard. Higgins or Waddle? Give me Jalen Waddle. It's tough, though, with Skylar Thompson, but I think he's just going to get the ball out as fast as he can to Waddle, to Hill. Hopefully they can make that happen after the catch. Godwin or Waddle? We're definitely going Waddle there. Judy or Henderson in the flex? I guess we gotta go Henderson. I mean, at least we know he's going to get touches. We just don't know in that Broncos offense as the secondary option in a bad offense. Yeah, I know it. Like with running backs, we know the role. We know he's going to get carries. He's going to get receptions, targets. So at least, what I mean. We're going Henderson. Is Boyd a good play today? I mean, not any worse or better than any other week. I guess it would depend on who your other options are. Najee Harris or Miles Sanders? We're going to go Miles Sanders. We can just trust that role a lot more than Najee right now. Najee was outsnapped by Jalen Warren last week. That's concerning. What do you think, Kittle or Higbee? Go Higbee. But I'm not panicking on Kittle yet. But if you have the choice, I'm going Higbee. Like I said before, he has that consistent role. But we're not like dropping Kittle or anything right now. It's going to happen. It's going to come. It's going to happen. This is a guy who can win weeks when he gets it going. I'm not worried. Pickens. Oh, we lost it. Hold on. I'm coming back. Pickens, Juju, or DJ Moore. Let's see. That one's going to be close. Let me see what I have in my rankings. I'm guessing all three of these guys are ranked pretty close together. And I'm usually right about that, and I am. So I've got, who is the third one? DJ Moore. Yeah. So it's coming down. Yeah. So it's down between Juju or Pickens. I got Juju as my wide receiver 32, George Pickens as my wide receiver 33, and DJ Moore as my wide receiver 38. So we're going to go slight edge to Juju. Should be a lot of passing in that game. Should be a lot of points in that game. Juju's still getting a decent target share most weeks. So I'm going to trust Juju there, slightly ahead of George Pickens. And hey, maybe PJ Walker unlocks DJ Moore. Can't be any worse than Baker Mayfield, right? Pittman or Kirk? Let's go with, yeah, I've got Kirk one spot ahead of Michael Pittman this week. We'll go Christian Kirk. Jeff Wilson or Breece Hall? This is Breece Hall. Breece Hall is a must start every single week at this point. I mean, I think Jeff Wilson is too, but they're about 10 spots apart in rankings. London or Najee? We'll go Drake London. He's getting a ton of targets. Drake London, I know that the Falcons offense with Marcus Mariota has been a very, very low volume passing offense, but Drake London is third in the NFL among wide receivers in target share. Oh, it's CeeDee Lamb leads the league in target share. Cooper Kupp is number 2, and then it's Drake London. If the Falcons ever decide they want to throw the ball at even league average rate, Drake London is going to be an absolute monster. Darrell Henderson or J.K. Dobbins at the flex. I'm going to go J.K. Dobbins. Trevor Lawrence or Russell Wilson. Oh, I had this decision in one of my dynasty leagues. I came into the season like, hey, I'm in pretty damn good shape at quarterback. I got Russell Wilson. I got a stud, top 10 at least, top 8, maybe even a top 5 quarterback with those weapons in Denver. They're finally going to let him throw the ball. With Trevor Lawrence, the up-and-coming former number 1 overall pick, could be a stud. It could be this year's Joe Burrow. I feel great. I got these 2 guys in my dynasty league. And then Russell Wilson is just garbage this year so far. Garbage. And Trevor Lawrence has been inconsistent. He's had a couple good games. With that said, in that league, I am starting Russell Wilson over Trevor Lawrence. Russell Wilson's been terrible, but he's at least still had a couple good weeks for fantasy football. So I think we got to roll the Russ there. Drake London or Amari Cooper flex. Yeah, I think we got to roll. I think we got to roll with Amari Cooper here. Yeah, but it's really close. Let's see. I got Cooper. Yeah, I got Cooper ahead of Drake London. And if the only reason is that low volume pass offense in Atlanta. Sucks. Is it safe to play T. Higgins? I can't tell you it's going to be safe. It's not. After what happened last week, it's not. No. However, I'm still starting him as a top 20, even a top 15 wide receiver, just because if he does play and he's got his full normal role, he's healthy, he's good to go. It's T. Higgins. So, I mean, if you have another option that you're really comfortable with, fine. You can bench T. Higgins. But unless it's, one of these other solid wide receiver twos, I'm not doing it. I'm rolling out T. Higgins. Do I trade Cooper Kupp for McCaffrey and AJ Brown? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I would do that. But let's stick to start-sit questions for this week. We do trade questions on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Everybody's trying to set their lineup at this point. Devontae Smith. I don't know what that's in reference to. Christian Kirk or Alec Pierce, as it's miles and miles ahead, is Christian Kirk. The wide receiver 2 in a bad offense, I'm not rushing to start Alec Pierce at this point. Is it safe to play DJ Moore? No. He's my wide receiver 38. But hey, quarterback change, maybe there's a chance. Quarterback change, coaching change, maybe they unlock him. I don't know. But right now, I don't feel great about DJ Moore. I'm not dropping him, though. Travis Etienne or James Robinson? Travis Etienne's taken over this backfield. I got him slightly ranked ahead of James Robinson at this point. I think as we go through the weeks, that disparity is just going to grow and grow and grow in favor of Travis Etienne. Taysom Hill versus George Kittle in a PPR league. I'm going to go George Kittle. T. Higgins or Rondale Moore. I'm going to go T. Higgins. Tyreek Hill or Metcalf. I guess we're going to go Tyreek Hill. Najee, J-Rob, or Zeke. Ooh. That's like the Hall of Fame of bust running backs. I think we have to go Najee. I say Hall of Fame of bust running backs, but if you were following what we're doing at yards per fantasy, you weren't drafting any of those guys, so you're welcome. Pick 3 between McCaffrey, Mixon, Aaron Jones, or Nick Chubb. We're going to go McCaffrey. We're going to go Nick Chubb, and we're going to go Aaron Jones. But it's close there. But that's got to be like the world's smallest league. Ertz, Taysom Hill. We're going to go Zach Ertz. Don't overthink Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is not somebody you can trust week to week. What we saw last week was kind of a one-off. I mean, he'll have good weeks, but he's also going to give you some zeros. Zach Ertz is going to be a steady tight end 1. Isaiah McKenzie or Melvin Gordon in the flex. I'm going to go Melvin Gordon. Taysom Hill or Amari Cooper. No, I'm hoping this is Tyreek Hill. It's Tyreek Hill. We're going to go Tyreek Hill over Amari Cooper. If it's Taysom, it's definitely Cooper. Everett or Njoku. We're going to go David Njoku, but they're both top 10 tight ends this week. Darrell Henderson or Miles Sanders. Let's go Miles Sanders. Waddle, Ertz, or Myers. We're definitely going Jalen Waddle. And you spelled Myers wrong. Start 3 between CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton, Mike Williams, or Darrell Henderson. We're going to go CeeDee Lamb. We're just going to start the wide receivers. Dobbs or Judy? Give me Judy. Deion Jackson or AJ Dillon? This one's from YouTube. I'm going to roll with AJ Dillon, but I don't like either one of them. Sutton or Mike Williams? I think we got to go Mike Williams, but it's close. Is Allen Robinson worth a stash? No. If you have options on the waiver wire that are worth picking up, I'm okay dropping Allen Robinson at this point. Maybe they unleash him. Maybe they unlock him. Maybe that offense gets going. But it's been 5 weeks. I think we've seen enough, especially when you include last year as well as part of your evaluation. It might be over for Allen Robinson. Tyler Boyd or James Robinson in the flex. I'm going to go James Robinson there. Waddle or London. Give me Jalen Waddle. T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. Let's go Jamar Chase. Definitely Jamar Chase. He's healthy. Sutton or Gabe Davis. We're going to go Cortland Sutton. Gabe Davis is our... I know he's had that big week last week. Yeah, the big week in week 1. It's Josh Allen as his quarterback, so he is, a low-end wide receiver too, but this guy has not had the target shares that you would expect from a wide receiver too. We got one here. Kenneth Walker or Eno Benjamin or Travis Etienne. Pick 2. I'm going to go with Walker and Benjamin, which I hate to leave Etienne on the bench because he's coming. Etienne is coming. But for this week I'm going to go Walker and Benjamin. Kenneth Walker or Breece Hall. We're going to go Breece Hall. Yeah, Breece Hall is a must start every week. He's locked in RB1, locked in top 10 running back rest of the season. He's got the passing game work. He's going to get the carries. I know he lost some goal line touches last week, but that was because 2 big plays. He got tackled at the 1-yard line. So he's winded. They're going to take him out after a big run like that. Just kind of how it played out. He was this close. This close. I mean, he had a big game. He was this close to a massive fantasy football breaking week. This close. If you have Ramondre Stevenson, he is an RB1 for as long as Damian Harris is out. I'm interested to see how the Patriots work in, if they work in, Pierre Strong and Kevin Harris today with Damian Harris on the bench out. I'm interested to see if either one of those guys emerges as any type of role. These are 2 guys we really liked coming out of college. James Robinson or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think we have to go CEH. I mean, he's been the luckiest dude in fantasy football this year. Those little baby touchdowns at the goal line. But I think we have to go with him. High scoring game against the Bills. I know he's losing touches, Jerick McKinnon, and even as Isaiah Pacheco a couple times this year. Yeah, I think we got to go Edwards-Helaire still. And if for some reason I don't get to your questions, just you can find my rankings at yardsperfantasy.com. You can use our start sit tool, just yardsperfantasy.com/start-sit. Also have a trade calculator on there. I know there's a few trade questions in here that kind of skipped over because people are trying to set their lineup. So we're just trying to get the start sit stuff this week. But if you have trade questions, yardsperfantasy.com/trade-calculator, the most customizable trade calculator for redraft leagues available on the market. It's just yardsperfantasy.com/start. No, that's the start sit tool. yardsperfantasy.com/trade-calculator. Gabe Davis or Jacoby Myers? I'm going to go Gabe Davis. We'll go Gabe Davis there. Against the Chiefs, yeah. I think he's a wide receiver too this week. For the flex, we're going to start one of these guys between Allen Lazard, Najee Harris, George Kittle, or Jerry Jeudy. I think we have to go Najee there. Kind of just hold your nose and put him in your lineup. But I don't love it. Don't love it. All right, so we got 10 minutes till kickoff, 12:50, 10 minutes. I'll grab a few more questions and then we'll head out. So we got a question on YouTube. He's asking Dillon Jackson or AJ Dillon. I think we have to go AJ Dillon here. We have to go AJ Dillon. I'm not real confident in the Dillon Jackson role. In a bad offense, he's going to be splitting the backfield with Phillip Lindsay. It's the Colts offense. It's a mess. Terrible offensive line at this point. Can't move the ball. Dillon Jackson is explosive, so we like that. But I think we have to roll with AJ Dillon. Just making sure all my lineups are good to go. Any last minute shit going on here. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Eno Benjamin does with an opportunity today. It's a guy I liked coming into the season. We knew he was going to have a role, maybe slide right into that Chase Edmonds role. He'd have some value. He's a very similar player to Chase Edmonds, kind of an all-purpose, undersized back who thrives in the passing game. So I'm excited to see some Eno Benjamin today. Should be a fun game. I have him ranked pretty highly, so we'll see what happens. All right. Well, looks like that's it for questions. I don't know what happened today. Usually it's just nonstop questions. Just weird. All right. Well, thanks for everybody for tuning in, and check out the show on Wednesday afternoon. We're going to talk all of the transactions you should be making for week 7. Week 7 already. I'm going to talk some ads, drops, but mostly trades, buys, and sells. We'll get you ready for week 7. And then, of course, we'll answer some questions at the end of the show. And like I said, like I always say, if I missed anything or you have more questions, just check us out at yardsperfantasy.com. Find all my rankings there. Use our start sit tool. Use our trade calculator. Ton of content on there. And yeah, see you guys next week.